Welcome to my second part of tips and tricks for the PVM hub. The first tip I don't consider a little tip as it is a small change and it will not be included in the 5 tips that I will be giving out. This one is that instead of it being touch doorway, it is now changed to touch war's insignia. And then enter death's hourglass is the same. Tip number 1, if you have an adrenaline urn, it will now charge with the adrenaline crystals. Activate your adrenaline urn and then charge your adrenaline as you normally would, but instead here now your adrenaline would be getting charged 25%. You can AFK this all the way to 100%, but remember, Shattered Worlds, World 41 through 45, with the Give Me Everything perk activated, it is faster to get 100% to the adrenaline urn. But this is a very nice way for people to, I guess, rather AFK the adrenaline urn, or if they need to do something quite quick. Now the second tip, which this one it might be useful, is when you warm your hands at the campfire. Notice in my chat box it says the bonfire's warmth increases your maximum health by 5%, and this will last 82 minutes. Previous, you only had to look at the buff bar, but now it states how long your current bonfire lasts in the chat box. And again, this is purely dependent on the type of campfire you have. I have an elder, so that is why it is 82 minutes. Now the next tip, you will need laceration boots and either a 2H weapon or a one-handed weapon. From the altar of prayer, if you take one tile diagonal, surge, and then you have a choice of going to the adrenaline crystal or straight to the Shadow Reef portal. This is extremely good for Elite Dungeon 3 monster runs, as currently it is extremely overpowered and gives too much GP per hour for what it should. I'll make my way back to War's Retreat, and this time I'll pray at the altar. Take a step diagonal, and then you can surge to the adrenaline crystal if you want, or you can just go straight to the Shadow Reef. The choice is up to you. The laceration boots allows you to bladed dive with either a two-handed weapon or a single dual wield weapon. This is extremely good if your preset is melee. Next up will be tip number 4. And now, if you are to right click War, he will now give you the option to check your cooldown. Since I did kill a boss before doing this guide, he says I have earned 10 out of 1,000 marks during the hour. And if I completed the 1,000 marks, he'll say, an example like, you have 24 minutes remaining until you're able to get more marks of grace. And lastly, currently this works because the featured portal is Shadow Wraith. If you go through the portal, you will see a treasure chest. If you right click it, you can teleport and then go to Temple of Amenshi, which is Elite Dungeon 1, or you can go to the Dragonkin Laboratory, which is Elite Dungeon 2. This ensures that, well, now since the featured portal is Shadow Reef, you are able to do Elite Dungeon 1, 2, and 3 without tuning any of your 2 boss portals. Granted, it will take a little longer since you'll always be at ED3 when you first enter, and then you can just right click the chest, teleport, and then you can go to whichever Elite Dungeon you are about to go to. Thank you all so much for watching these 5 tips, and enjoy the rest of your day.